I don't know how to start a video, but I'm Hootless, and this is Stardew Valley Ultimate Chef episode 4, I think. I don't know, I kind of lose track of the number, but I'm pretty sure this is number 4. Did some more mining, planted a bunch of seeds and stuff. My potatoes actually grew in, like right there at the beginning, they were grown. And although it's Wednesday on that day, on the Thursday, I think, the next day, out of the 3, I bought like a bunch of cauliflower seeds, because those, I think they're worth a lot, I don't know. It's probably more cost effective, like I would get more profits if I kept buying potatoes and planting them. But since I'm on the forest map, I decided to go with like less crops that are worth more, so I don't have to worry about the space as much. And also just, you know, not having to farm as much. Doing it with cauliflower lets me have a lot more time for diving in the mines, which is going to be important because I need to get as many artifacts and minerals as possible coming up here soon. Although I could technically just get the desert bus repaired. I don't think it's too complicated to do that. I just have to complete the right bundle in the community center. But if I get there, I can just buy, I think, Omni Geodes on like Thursdays or something for 1,000 gold each, and that would easily get me enough to get into the sewer. I just don't know if I can do that before getting into the sewer in the first place. I'm pretty sure I can. I'll have to look into it after this, but that's an alternative solution. Instead of having to dive in the mines if you don't like mining but you're trying to do this challenge, you can do it that way pretty easily. So, you know, there's that. I do get past level 40 in the mines in this episode, which means that I'm going to have to start upgrading my tools soon, which is why I mined a bunch of iron at the end here. We'll see it eventually. So I'm going to work on upgrading my pickaxe first, and then I have to upgrade my axe as well to get into the secret woods, because I'm not sure. I think you might be able to get the fiddlehead fern by having the type of farm that I've got now. Like in the summer, I think they might show up outside of the secret forest instead of only showing up in the secret forest like before. Another thing that I have to double check on, because I'm not sure entirely how the new maps work. I haven't really played much since this update came out. And speaking of updates, there's actually Stardew Valley 1.3, I think it is. Like, I think it's an actual full update coming out sometime early this year. And it's going to add in multiplayer over the internet, up to 4 players actually, which is really cool. I thought it was only going to be 2 players, but they are doing 4-player co-op. So that'll be pretty neat. Plus there's a bunch of new content coming, I believe. I know there's some kind of boat and like an underwater base looking area. I don't know much beyond that, like at all. But I think I read that there was going to be like new events, new places to go, something. You know, a bunch of new content. So that should be pretty cool. Looking forward to that. Plus the multiplayer should be pretty neat. I might try to get a guest star series up and running where I have people on and we play multiplayer Stardew together. Just, you know, talk, that kind of thing. Like a podcast, but with Stardew Valley being played. So that should be pretty fun. I have no idea who I'm going to try and get for guest stars. It really depends on who replies to messages. So if I don't get any replies, it might just not happen. We will see. Until then though, going to be continuing this series. And if that does happen, that'll happen in addition to whatever regular series is going on most likely. So I'll have the 2 going up concurrently. And yeah, that's pretty much where we stand in Stardew Valley world. Just looking forward to that update. It was supposed to go into beta, I thought, at the end of last year. But it didn't. At least if it has, it's a closed beta. You have to like get a special key for. But I've been checking Steam periodically, and there's no beta option to opt into for Stardew, which is unfortunate because I would have liked to try that out early. But I've still yet to coerce my friends into picking up Stardew themselves. They're waiting until multiplayer is actually out yet, or actually out in general, not out yet. But you get what I mean. So eventually I get them to get that, and then I'll play with them probably. I don't know if I want to do 2 multiplayer series, one with my friends, one with random guest stars. Or maybe like have my friends on, since it's up to 4 people at once. Have the 2 regular co-stars and then have a 3rd rotating slot. I don't know, I'll work out the details. But either way, should be lots of fun. shouldn't affect this series much or at all, and I might do challenge runs actually in multiplayer. That would be pretty cool. So all kinds of stuff planned in that general area. I have no idea if there's gonna be a 1.4 for Stardew Valley. That'd be really cool to keep getting updates like Terraria did. And speaking of Terraria, it's a fun game. Played it a lot a few months ago. Like, entirely too much. I think I went from like 280 hours to 650 pretty quickly. A lot of that is because I was running a server, and the server registers as me playing Terraria, so like it was constantly running Terraria and clocking in time. But even not considering that, I still put in probably like 12 or more hours a day every day for weeks, and it was crazy. But it was a lot of fun. I played with lots of mods. Like, we did a regular playthrough first, got everything done, installed a ton of mods, played through it again, removed a bunch of mods that we didn't care for, added in a bunch more, played through it again, added in even more, played through it again, and it was really fun. Like, I can't remember the specifics, but there were some mods that added in extra classes and ways to play, so I ended up being like kind of a bard for a part of it. Like, I would use musical instruments to damage enemies, and that was pretty fun. I tried playing a healer type role since the thing added that. One of them added a healer class, but it ended up not being very strong, at least not early game, and by the time you got to late game it wasn't really relevant. And I think in one playthrough I decided to play as like a tank, and I got ridiculous amounts of armor and health. Like, I think by the end I had over 1400 health maximum, plus hundreds of armor. So it got to the point that I could just like stand in one spot holding a weapon that attacked really fast and kill the Moon Lord in one go without him even dropping me below 100 health missing. So that was pretty fun. And I don't know, I've kind of been feeling that almost craving to play Terraria again. I'm not sure if I want to set it all up again and then play it, but I might. We'll see. I don't know, maybe more multiplayer. So that'll be pretty fun. Beyond that, I don't know, coming up on the end of the video here, so hopefully you guys all enjoyed watching this as usual. If you did, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. And don't forget that an easy way to support my channel, because I'm not putting ads on these anymore, is to check out my Humble Partner link in the description below. Not only does it help me out, but it also helps out Child's Play, which is an awesome charity. It gets like toys and games for children in hospitals. But I'll see you guys all next time.